3:56 p.m. Things appear to be getting back to normal in the celebrity Big Brother house.
I have my bit of Botox now and again. I haven't had that done for ages. It frightens me, that feeling, a little bit.
I've not been able to move it.
Because it kind of... It's all right when you've had it done. I don't know what yours, but because I leave mine for long gaps, it goes back to normal. Then you have it in, and maybe 5 or 6 days later, you just go, oh, God,
It's quite a weird feeling. Like,
it's a weird feeling when it kicks in.
Basically, you've just got to stop doing it, because when I first had mine done, I'd try and raise my eyebrows, and you can't. Like, literally, you can't. And I would stand there for ages trying to do it, and then I'd get frustrated at the fact that I couldn't. It'd stress me out. So now I just don't. I don't try because I can't. I can't make that frown line.
No.
And as soon as I start making it, I'm like, hell no. I just tweet my guy and say, when are you fitting me in? I'm moving. I just tweet him, I go, I'm moving, when can you fit me in? He's like, Nick, you don't need any more. I'm like, I want it, when can you fit me in?
So how often do you reckon you go?
Do you know what? I lie, because I say every 6 months, but I don't. I go about every 3 months.
Yes.
How long does it last? Like, every 3 months?
It depends if you're going back to complete normal, doesn't it? You'd never let it get that far.
I've never let it go to complete normal, so I start moving after 3 months.
Yeah.
But moving, I mean like a slight movement like that.
Yeah.
And then I just go and get it
It's weird, you have to use your finger to do it.
Yeah, I can't move my face. I can't move it. It's bad, isn't it?
Michael is sharing some wisdom with Frankie.
You're gonna get a lot of guys coming after you, man. There's gonna be a lot of fuckers waiting for you. Okay. Oh, yeah, man. They're all gonna be all over you. Just be careful, Frankie.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, please, man. I'm not your mother. I'm not your father. I am your friend. Just be careful, man.
Oh.
They're gonna descend upon you.
I just want a couple of holidays and then get back to doing something if there is anything to do.
Well, you can concentrate on your music and not have to do anything for shit because, you know, you're trying to feed yourself. You put that money away and keep it for your family and concentrate on something serious.
I think that's all I've got to go.
I blew through a lot of money, man.
Did you?
Oh, man, in the 90s, yeah. 'Cause I never had any money, you know, growing up. And when I started getting it, I went mad. I went wild. Sports cars, motorcycles, and houses on the beach. And, you know, in the end, it doesn't mean anything.
I was starting to get in a situation in 10 years' time where I'm sitting there with fuck all and I'm thinking, fuck, I fucked it. Like, do you know what I mean? That would be the most depressing thing in the world.
I'd hate to see that happen. I see some picture of you on the front of some magazine being thrown out of a club. Wasted again.
Yeah, they love the fucking shit pictures, don't they? It's the only ones I ever see now. It's just me, like, closed eyes, like, absolute bits. Everyone else around me looks perfect, and I'm just like, so bad. They love it.
4:32 p.m. Gareth has a burning question.
But I was saying, what do people actually vote for?
For you to stay?
Yeah, no. What do you vote for? So if you vote for Nicola, why am I voting for you?
It's your popularity in the house, isn't it? Some people might be enjoying Michael and I's thing, and sometimes they vote because somebody's just a really nice person. Or
no, like for me, if I was watching you, see, I'm a reality TV fan, so if I was sitting at home watching you guys in here, I would be going, oh my God, Gareth's such a nice guy, he seems so sweet, his story's good, you know, the fact that you've come out. Frankie, it would be like, oh my God, he's hilarious, he's so cheeky and naughty and he just don't give a fuck and runs around, so I'm going to vote for him. Denise, it would be, oh, she's, you know, kind, caring, then when she has a drink, she flashes her boobs, how funny is that?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Right, okay.
But some people will be thinking, oh my God, I can't bear the fact that she flashes her boobs, that's disgusting, she's 53, I never want to see them again.
Right, okay.
The twins are in the diary room.
We had a long night last night, so we're just tired and trying to get along with everyone. Everyone's doing pretty good.
Do you think that the issues from last night have been resolved?
Denise hasn't spoken to us about it or apologized to us about it. And Frankie had not apologized to us or even spoken to us.
Are you glad that you've stayed in the house?
I think that I would have been upset if I would have walked out and left my sister here. And I have a feeling that we have a good chance of winning, and that's what we came here to do. I'm honestly going to be honest, I just hope that Denise leaves on Wednesday. Because if Denise leaves on Wednesday, I think this house will be perfect. The fact that she hasn't came up and apologized to us or explained herself at all and is just continuing the day on like nothing happened, it really hurts.
Do you not accept Denise's apology from last night?
She apologized because I told her to.
Apologize.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm a little pissed off.
Yeah, but just you'll forgive me, won't you?
I'll forgive you tomorrow, but right now I'm very fucking pissed.
She apologized to me, but I was still in shock. I didn't know. I was still calculating how I'm going to react. She apologized, but she still was talking a bunch of crap.
Big Brother understands your feelings. Do you think you're able to put them behind you and move forward and enjoy the rest of your experience?
I feel like I've already done that. I've put everything behind me. Last night when I went to sleep, I woke up with a fresh start, a new day, no drama, and we're definitely going to enjoy the rest of the Big Brother experience.
5:03 p.m. Housemates are discussing wags.
I remember when I was a page 3 girl, and it's before the whole wag culture started. There was no, because wags started from the World Cup. That's when they all got thrusted into the spotlight.
Yeah, because they were all flown out.
They were all flown out to Germany, was it?
Was it Germany?
Yeah, I think it was Germany. And suddenly it just massively took over the newspapers.
There's girls that do, they're like groupies.
Yeah.
Not all the stories sell, though.
Hello, Michael.
Everybody's being as phony as they fucking can be right now, with all of the waving of the white flags, because they all want to be the winner. Everyone's had the Big Brother experience. And everybody's just biding time now. Everybody's just watching the clock. And that's what it is. There's no winners in this house, man. Haven't you reached the high point of your humiliations and your tasks? Which aren't tasks at all. They're your attempts to humiliate and to create humor for your ratings.
Michael, have you enjoyed any of the tasks in the series?
I've enjoyed them all. They've all been tremendously, wonderfully funny. But it's over. You dressed Gareth in a fucking sushi roll. You got me running around in a bee suit. Is that what you've been trying to do, is come up with one last freakish thing, the most outrageous thing that you can come up with?
Michael, Big Brother tasks are meant to be fun, an opportunity for housemates to come together, enjoy
Nobody
themselves.
wants to come together anymore, man. Don't you get that? Task. For what?
28 minutes later, Big Brother has gathered housemates for today's task.
Would Michael come to the diary room?
Oh shit.
Michael, today Big Brother has something to ask. Will you leave the house in a poetry-based task?
I'm game for anything, sure.
As a published poet, Michael will mentor his fellow housemates as they try to produce perfect poetry. He will lead the way in a spoken word recital. Housemates have been provided with props and instruments for extra inspiration. Will they impress Michael with their prose?
But I got my case taken away on the first day.
Yeah.
All right, let's get that in there.
Right.
But nothing will ever be as bad as this. The day I sat down to a bowl of cow piss.
I used to do poems all the time, too.
Did you?
I won, like, awards for it.
Did you?
Guys, they're unbelievable. I thought you were going to dress us up like Humpty Dumptys and send us outside in the freezing cold. I mean, I was imagining the worst.
Do you want to say anything about your boobs?
Yeah.
We've all done tasks that we'd never do, friendships with people that we never would have knew.
I was pleased at the way everybody kind of jumped into it, and it seemed to really make everybody happy, and it was a nice distraction, I think.
I don't really want to concentrate on things like last night. Do you know what I mean? I know.
It was a nice way to put a Band-Aid on a bleeding jugular vein. Ready? This is called 6 o'clock sky. It's a 6 o'clock sky, and nobody is high. The wonder of love and the horror of fame. As my father once said, no one does anything in this life but for two things: pussy and money. Not necessarily in that order. I wrote it pretty quick, and I was pleased with it. Living in filth with a broken Hoover, the stench of the towels, the bubonic plague in the bins. Bring on the booze. It's almost over. I wasn't trying to win a contest or anything like that, so for what it was, I think it was fine.
I stood at the door, my eyes at the floor. My mother, she cried, "I love you, for sure." As I walked down the stairs, eyes at me they glared. Introductions were made, foundations were laid. Surrounded by people, I felt so alone. It couldn't get worse till I saw Andrew Stone.
It was wonderful to see Gareth enjoy it the way that he did.
I'll never forget the ups and the downs, but the laughs for sure outnumber the frowns. I hope I've been here to give out some hugs and tantalize the boys with my great pair of jugs.
In that kind of situation, you know, Denise clicks on and she's good on the spot in front of a microphone. She's very responsive and creative.
With Georgia and Kirk, the idea was berserk. With the lack of conversation, it was never gonna work. Unlike Frankie and the twins.
Unlike Frankie and the twins.
Frankie likes the written word, you know, he really does. I think that's where his real talent is, probably in writing and singing.
Although we really meant it, we wrote this kind of quick. Frank and Romeo done. You all know that shit. Yeah, you know that shit. You know that shit. You know that shit.
They were a perfect duo.
Our poem is called
Girls of the BB House.
Hashtag.
The girls were silly and pretty and, you know, sweet in their presentation.
We've danced with the Stone, we've seen Tasha flirt with Rome, Kirk and Georgia had a thing of their own, Denise and Michael can't leave each other alone.
We've learned about wanking, bleaching, and burying the garage. We hate to say this, Frankie, but you'll never be cut out for marriage. We have 3 days left to go. Come on, housemates, let's beat this Big Brother show.
Yeah! It was very girly and very, very nice. And it was almost like watching a high school play. I was told that this task would bring everyone back together. And I didn't believe it. But I think it happened.
Yeah.
And all I can say is it's impossible to choose a winner. So I think we're all the winners.
Yes.
Our poetry's the winner.
Okay?